On the channel, we take a look at the entire series of Mattel Elite 88 with special rankings at the end. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite unboxing and review of Series 88, and today we're talking about MVP. Yes, MVP makes his long-awaited return to the Elite lineup. I'm very excited. I've been an MVP fan for many years, going back to his Jakks figure days, all the way up to modern day. And it was really cool to see him come back at, what was it, the Royal Rumble a few years ago. Thinking that was kind of a one-and-done thing, because I think the rumors were out there, or maybe even MVP said it out there. He was retiring for wrestling. He was done, but he really got a shot in the arm, took off, kind of varied a little bit after the Rumble. I think I remember him having a match, or maybe it was after WrestleMania. I can't remember. But I remember the night after he had a match to, some people didn't think it was the greatest thing, but he really seems to have found his spot, being the mouthpiece for Bobby Lashley, sometimes tag team partner. Really cool, kind of like a Pete Rose situation, a player, manager, coach. I like that idea a whole lot, and I like this MVP, and I'm glad he's back in the line. It's kind of one of those things like R-Truth. Remember we went so long without an R-Truth in a line? MVP's the same way, but at least R-Truth was a part of the company, but similar and different, I guess, in certain ways. So, long story short, I'm happy to get an MVP figure, but we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it, and we'll see where it goes from there, and you never know where it might go. And we'll also compare it to his previous Elite figures out there, so stay tuned for that as well. But there's the packaging, Elite 88, Series 88, but Series 2021 packaging, I guess what I'm trying to say. Got MVP down here below. You got the Elite logo. You got MVP looking only like he can look right there. Stealing hearts right there. True Effects logo. Certified authentic. Nobody's going to pass this off as bootleg. Elite 88 logo at the very top. WWE logo as well. MVP coming out ready to party. He's got 2 extra hands. And he's got his patented gold chains going on there. So there he is. On the side, he's giving a little smirk. A little mean mugging going on there. Elite logo down below. Walk into the ring on the Elite Glamour shot there. Pretty cool there. Probably the same thing here. Yep, there it is. MVP logo, Elite 88 up top. We've got blurb, classified. We'll read all that. We'll see what's going on with MVP, see what they have to say. And then there's all of his friends in the Elite 88 lineup, which we're unboxing all these this week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the old notification bell, all that kind of fun stuff everybody tells you to do. And we'll rank them all at the very end of the week, so stay tuned for that as well. All right, let's see the back. Let's see what it says about old MVP from Miami, Florida. 259 pounds, 6'3", career highlights United States champion, WWE Tag Team champion. MVP's original run, I always felt was very underrated. I thought it was really cool, just a really cool character for the time. I really do strongly think that. MVP returned to WWE not just for himself, but to groom a faction of hungry Smash Mouth superstars into the Hurt Business. And business is booming for a little bit, and then it really went south in a hurry. I really felt they dropped the ball with that. Old Cedric Alexander has just been stuck out in the ocean with no life raft ever since. And Shelton Benjamin, kind of in the same spot he's always been. Probably one of the most underused talents of all time in the WWE. Really could have been a mean faction out there, really made some waves for a long time. I would have liked to have seen it continue, even if they weren't always together. I just have MVP come out with them. Don't have him and Lashley in the same thing. Have MVP go with the Hurt Business, and then have him go with just Lashley, kind of back and forth. But it just seemed like a wasted opportunity of those two guys. Keep them in the tag scene for a while. I don't know. What do I know? Who am I? Who am I? I just review figures. But let's get to it. Let's get to that figure review. How about? All right, we got the old blue background. We love it. We know it. We want it. We're going to go real long with this one. Let's see how far we can go. Woo! There it goes. See you later. Way out there in a no-man's zone. Oh, he's buckled in at the thigh. He's buckled in at the elbow. We don't want MVP escaping the packaging, especially the plastic prison. So there he is in the old plastic prison. 2 extra fists there. Let me get the old knife out. Let's cut this out. Let's cut him out of here. We're breaking him out. There it is. All right. Pop the 2 fists out, it looks like. Yep. And there it is. See you later up high. Goodbye. All right, MVP, luckily no loose joints here to kick it off. I like that a whole lot. He does have the plastic rubber band around him to keep his jewelry straight to his body instead, because it'll, you know, rise on him. I have a feeling is why they do that. I didn't notice that till I got him out of the package, but got that removed. See you later. There it goes. Now he comes with two-fisted hands here. So once again, Mattel's been listening to me. I'm sure they watch all my reviews. But they gave us two open hands, two-fisted hands. Choose your own adventure. That is the way it should be. We should always get fisted hands with our wrestlers. That should be a mandate. They should put that as rule number one. At Jazzwares especially. Jazzwares, what are you doing to me? You never give us fist hardly. Mattel Elites are usually pretty good about it, but rule number one, give us at least one fist with a wrestling figure. They're wrestlers. They throw fists. I know fists are technically illegal. I don't know if they are anymore, but they should be. But yeah, give us a fist. But you got the MVP fist here. He's got the nice logo, the stars on there, got with the big M. Nice attention to detail, because they very easily could just release regular hands with no detail on them. So we did get that on the two fists. I like that a whole lot. So there you go. All right, now I'm drinking him in. I'm drinking old MVP in here a little bit. First thing I notice is the beautiful color on the tattoos. Absolutely love the colorful tattoos here. You got that nice teal and nice yellow and greens that really pop off this figure. And then on the back, you got the MVP logo. Or I don't know if it's a logo. It says MVP, but I just like that a whole lot as well. You've got the M logo on his chest. And then, of course, you got the chains. The chains are removable. Two chains. He's two chains is who MVP is. What does it say here? 305. I got to think like a young Rey Mysterio. 305 must be the Miami area code, I would have to assume. And then you got the MVP chain here. So I didn't realize these were separate chains. So we get two chains with this figure. I like that a lot as well. Open hands on this figure. Like I said, I got to put at least one fisted finger on him. Finger, fisted hand. But, you know, he always did the open hand kind of gesture too. So I don't know. I'm a little bit torn here. I'm a little bit torn what to do. But it's nice I have options here. The other thing I'll notice right away here is we got the double jointed elbow, but we also have the pinless joints here. Pinless joints, a new thing sweeping the nation, new technology, kind of. I mean, it's been around, but it really seems to be coming more in the Marvel Legends space, in the Mattel Elite space. So I do like that. So he does have that. It is much cleaner for a few fig photographers out there and stuff like that. It just looks a heck of a lot cleaner. And when you look at his arm, it makes it a lot cleaner without that big circle from the pin going through there. So we do get pinless joints there as well. I like that a lot. It looks like, can I get this? Will it slide? The knee pads are very tight on here, which I do appreciate at the end of the day. It looks like we do have the double jointed knees. They are not pinless though. I think that technology is still to come. I'm sure maybe 2022, everything will be pinless. It just takes a while, as you guys probably are aware. True Effects, I do like it on this MVP. Sometimes True Effects goes south. Sometimes we love it. Sometimes we don't like anything, really. But it looks okay on this MVP. It's kind of a mean mugging, older, updated face on MVP, as it should be, as this is current day MVP. No color issues, no scuff issues, none of that going on, so I appreciate that always, especially after that Rey Mysterio that had a little bit of issues here and there. But very good, a very solid figure. I was excited for this one, and this one does not disappoint, so I'm very happy this MVP came through. Looks really good. This is what we want out of a modern day MVP. I'll probably display them. I'm going to have to display the Hurt Business together. I feel like it's just natural. I got to represent that little moment in time. I'm sure we're going to get more MVPs, you would think. I wouldn't mind a basic MVP in kind of his managerial garb, maybe with a cane and something. You'd have to think that would come. Maybe a Showdown 2-pack with Bobby Lashley. But I would be a buyer for a basic manager version of MVP if that does come. Hopefully in the next 6 months or so, I would have to think. I would have to think that's on the 2022 list. I would imagine. But let's get some comparisons out there. How about Elite Series 1? We're taking it all the way back, 87 series back, to this MVP. And you guys know that watch the channel, I love the color blue. Blue and black attack on this MVP. Cornrows, all that kind of stuff going on. This is before True Effects, of course, but it does have, and I guess that tells you how good my memory is. We got these exact chains. Just getting the reuse out of these chains. Getting the most out of your molds. 87 sets later, they said, now we can finally bring these chains back. We can finally get them on him. I don't hate that because I guarantee there's a lot of collectors out there. There's a lot of people that are buying action figures and wrestling figures right now that definitely didn't buy this back in the day. There's a lot of kids that have started. I mean, this is over 10 years ago this came out. So I could see a lot of people not having this one. So it works okay for me. But this is a very, very cool one here. And then we go to Elite 9. Another good MVP. He's got more dog tag type necklaces here. So he's got just kind of John Cena-esque dog tags. Beautiful tattoo work on this one as well, though. I mean, is it the exact same tattoo work? Yeah. I mean, it looks like well, his other arm's been done. As we can see, MVP gained some tattoos back in the day. And I remember, if I remember correctly, when MVP first came out, they didn't like all of his tattoos. That's why he kind of wore this big jumpsuit type thing to the ring. Obviously, things have changed over the years. Now he's okay to show his tattoos off, and he's heavily tatted up, which you guys know I love big figures. I love masks. I love face paint. I love little figures. I also love colorful tattoos, and that's what he's got going on there. So there's a lot for me to like here. And this kind of bridges the gap. It's kind of like it is truly MVP at the beginning, kind of the middle, and where we're at current day. So it's the evolution of MVP is what this really has turned into. But all strong, solid figures. I like these two the best, with this one in the middle, and it's in the middle in both ways. But I really do like the yin and yang of Elite 1 and Elite 88, just to see the progression of MVP through the years. But can't go wrong with this MVP. I think this will be a hot one out there. Just a return to the line, a modern day version of the character. Plus, he's on WWE TV right now, so a lot of young collectors, kids out there would be interested in this. So I think this will be a solid one. This is a sleeper one, I think, in the 2021 Mattel figures out there, this MVP. I truly feel that strongly about it. It's a pretty good figure. So there you go, Elite 88 MVP. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue our Mattel Elite Series 88 unboxings and reviews today with first time in the line, NXT's own Kushida. And Kushida, this very well could be his first figure ever, at least in my collection. Definitely his first Mattel figure. I don't know if he had a Japan figure at one time or a micro brawler or something like that. But this is definitely probably Kushida's best figure ever, because I don't think of another one that stands out that I know about. But if there is another one out there, I guess let me know down in the comments. Maybe I just missed it. But definitely his first Mattel figure ever. So it's really cool. And this one, a lot of the budget for Series 88 seemed to have went to Kushida. And that's cool, because this could be first time, only time in the line. I don't know if we'll get another Kushida figure. Definitely not going to be at the pace of the Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns of the worlds. I just don't know if we're going to get another Kushida. So this could be it, and it looks like Mattel went all the way with it, gave us a lot of accessories, a lot of new accessories with this one. So it should be commended to really go above and beyond. And I got to think the guys at Mattel, Bill, specifically Makina, probably said, hey, this is probably my only chance to do Kushida, and you know what? We're going to go all out. We're going to do it right. So kudos to Bill for doing that, I would imagine. But we're going to do it like we do all the unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We'll see where it goes from there. So let's take a look at the packaging on Kushida. We know it. We love it. We know this packaging all too well by now. Series 88 at the very top. WWE logo. True Effects. Kushida looking only like he can look, of course. Kushida down below. Elite logo, of course, and certified authentic. It's certified that this is Kushida. It's been certified and approved. A little glamour shot action of Kushida on his way to the ring there. And a very cool look right here. His glasses, those things got a nice shine to it with the light. Elite logo down below. And then the back of the package, you got Kushida with the glamour shot. You got his name. You got the Elite logo. Series 88 up above. We got a little blurb to the side. You guys know I love a good blurb. We'll read that in a second. And you got all of his stablemates in Elite Series 88. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're unboxing every single one of these this week, so you don't want to miss one. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that fun stuff like everybody tells you what to do. So there you go. Now let's read the back on Kushida. Let's see what it says here. From Tokyo, Japan. Beautiful this time of year. Just absolutely gorgeous. Never been. Not sure their seasons, but I gotta imagine it's beautiful this time of year. It's probably always beautiful in Tokyo, isn't it? Unless there's like a tsunami or something. I know they get that. Earthquakes out there. I think they get a lot of that fun stuff out there. But as of right now, I believe it's beautiful in Tokyo, Japan. 192 pounds. By my math, that puts him about 14 pounds more than your average Rey Mysterio we saw in Elite 88. Height 5'9". And it says, the Time Splitter boasts an array of high-flying and submission offense that can't be matched in the past, present, or the future. So there you go, Kushida going all out. Now, from my understanding, and just a little bit of my common knowledge in life as I went through it, I believe this is Back to the Future inspired year. Am I correct here? Most of you guys know, maybe you don't. I don't watch a lot of movies. I just never have time. Do I have ADD? Maybe I do. I don't know. I've just never had time, even as a little kid, outside of like G.I. Joe, Transformers, the animated movies, stuff that really gets my interest going. I'll sit down for those. But as a whole, I just don't have time to invest. I've never felt I had an hour and a half, 2 hours, or, oh man, maybe even more if it's a long movie. I just never felt I had that time to invest. I love sitcoms. I love cartoons. Half hour, in and out, bam, there it is, get after it. I like wrestling because even like a Raw episode, I watch every episode of Raw, you guys know that. I can always have it playing, and I can be plugging away on my daytime job. I could be doing stuff while it's on in the background. You can't really do that with a movie. Unless you've seen the movie 1,000 times, you got to really stay there, and you got to stay focused, and you got to be in the zone. It's tough for me. I just never had the time to invest. I've always said, oh, I got baseball practice, I got baseball game, I got to go to work, I got this, I got homework, I got, a presentation to make. I've always had something that really limits me from just sitting down for an hour and a half. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird like that. But I haven't seen a lot of movies. I've never seen a Back to Future movie. Yes, we could do a poll out there. What movies has Kyle seen? I was just recently at a presentation I had to give, and they did one of those icebreakers where you go around the room. They went around to like 50 people in the room. Everybody say your favorite movie. Mine, of course, The Devil's Rejects, my favorite movie, as some of you guys know. But out of the 50 people or so that were in the group there that shared their favorite movie, I'd only seen 3 of those movies. It was Tommy Boy, Step Brothers, and I forget what the other one was. But out of all those movies, I'd only seen 3 of them. So that tells you, I've never seen a Tom Cruise movie. How this got into Kyle's movie talk, I have no idea. So let's get back on track. Let's get back to Kushida in his Back to the Future inspired gear. It's interesting. So I don't know anything about Back to the Future. I do know Michael J. Fox or whatever wore a bubbly coat kind of like this, so I think that's what it goes to. Didn't he have like a skateboard or something he drove around on? I don't see one in here. It could be on the bottom. If not, we might have to choose our own adventure. Might have to find a skateboard somewhere or something along them lines. Who knows? But he does come with extra hands in here. He does come with Bret Hart-esque sunglasses almost. And then a lot of soft goods going on here. So very interesting. This is, like I said, a lot of the decor, a lot of the budget for Elite 88 had to have went for this figure is my guess, I'm sure. So let's get down to it, though. Let's see what's going on here. Got that blue background. We know it. We love it. There it goes. See you later. Off to the side. We are not strapped in. Well, he's not strapped in anywhere. So there it is. There he is. Kushida in the old plastic prison. Looking only like he can look. There he is. Now let's pop out these hands. So he's got all these hands with him. I'm not sure. I like these pointing fingers he's got going on here. Pop out these glasses, possibly. Oh, they're taped in. They didn't want to mess around. They said, we got to tape these glasses in. We can't afford these to get free. Can I get the tape off? Oh, there they go. Glasses out. Kushida out. Oh, he is buckled in on one hand there. So there we go. And one foot. So I missed those, but it works. See you later. My first memories of Kushida, and maybe yours as well, I believe is teaming with Chris Sabin, and was it TNA, I believe, wasn't they? Were they teaming TNA or Ring of Honor or something like that? I don't know, something like that. That was my first memories of him. I'd be lying to say if he's my favorite wrestler of all time, that I'm really a huge fan. I know some people absolutely love him, and I'm very happy for those people that finally get a figure, because I know what it's like to have your heart broken and not getting a figure that you want. Go back to all those tag teams from the Jakks Classic Superstars era. Heartbreak City is what that was. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? We'll do that right off the bat here. I'm sure he will. And he does, like a glove. Like a glove. Man, there's a lot to unpack here. There is a lot to like about this figure. So much newness here. Almost like a jean jacket type look, material-wise, but it is that soft goods, but very nice long sleeve soft goods. Polka dot print on the cufflinks that are turned up. Just great white and green colors going together. He's even got like the pseudo watch where, he looks at his watch or whatever type thing. We got that on his wrist tape there with the black underneath. Comes with a fist. You guys know every figure should have a fist. He's got his here. A nice pointing finger here. He's got a nice one there to point towards his watch or whatever, for the time splitters, whatever that's all about. He's got that. Great head scan, great head sculpt here. True effects. Sometimes it works really good, sometimes it works really bad. This is one of those instances where it seems to work very good on him. I do like the hairstyle here, like a young Daniel Bryan here with the kind of man bun, little ponytail up top. Daniel Bryan or Brock Lesnar, depending what side of the fence you're on. Very cool there. And then he does have a very thin plastic jacket over the top here. This is going to take some work to remove him, to disrobe him and re-robe him. So that is a little bit of work out there for you guys to do if you want to do that. But it is Velcro and all that kind of fun stuff. He's got really, what's it say, Hoy Boy on the side. I'm not really familiar with his gear and his tights if these are authentic the way they should be. But I'm going to assume they are. But nice white, and then you got the graphics on the side with the piping. Nice thick legs here with his shorts. Kind of CM Punk old school-esque shorts going on there. Just a lot to like about this one, especially being this will probably be his only Elite figure, I have to assume. I'm glad they did it up right. One and done, but it's a good chance to see this. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another one in the future. Maybe we'll get a basic in the future. Never know, but we don't see a lot of him on TV. At least I don't. I don't watch the Cruiserweight show. I don't know if he's on there a lot, but yeah, he's not on NXT a whole lot anymore, but we'll see. NXT's rebranding, I believe, starting this week, depending when you're watching it. Maybe he's going to be back in the saddle and back on TV a bunch. But his glasses do fit very well on here, very Bret Hart-esque. Kind of have that same feel to them, but they look really good on him. They don't have all the dots in them like they do on the glamour shot of the package, but this still looks very, very solid. Talking about the extra hands we got here, we just basically got the opposite hands here. We got the taped up fisted hand, and then you got the non-taped up pointing finger hand if you want to change those two around. And then you got two open gripping hands here. So every hand you could possibly want for Kushida is here. The soft goods take this one to the next level. I'm great. We got an awesome head sculpt, face scan, whatever we're going to call it on this one. The glasses are a nice touch. They look very good on him. Just a lot to like. The extra hands bring out the personality in the figure. I don't know if you could ask for more out of a Kushida figure. You guys tell me if you think there is, but I like this one a lot. This is going to be at the top of my rankings list. You guys know it well. There's just a lot of love that went into this figure, so we like that a whole lot. So there it is. Elite Series 88 Kushida. Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel we've got Rey Mysterio from Elite 88. And Rey Mysterio, by no means no stranger to the Mattel Elite lineup. We've had many arrays for many years, with a little bit of a gap when he was gone from the WWE for a while. But we're going to do this review like we do all the others on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, and we'll compare it to his last Elite figure. Didn't even know where to start with my comparisons here, but I figured we might as well go with the last Elite figure he had, so we'll compare those two a little bit. But let's take a look at the packaging first. To kick it off, there's old Rey Mysterio. This is the 2021 package from Mattel Elites, as you guys are fully aware by now. We have seen the new top pick packaging. We know the packaging will be transitioning to that with probably Elite 92, 93, somewhere in that ball game there. But we still got the old package, so let's enjoy it while we can, huh? We got the certified authentic seal that most people absolutely love out there, tongue-in-cheek, but it is on there. You got the Elite logo. We got a glamour shot of Rey. You got True Effects. You got Rey Mysterio down below. Mattel logo there. You got Rey, he's got extra hands. He's got his patented shirt, slip-over shirt, which we've had with many different Reys, but different printing on it, I guess you would say. But a very cool Rey, one that really pops. Obviously, this is a modern day. This is not a throwback Rey. This is a modern day Rey, so it does pop. Looks pretty cool. You got the WWE logo up there. Elite 88 as well. On the sides, we got a little glamour shot of 619's favorite son. We all know he's a big San Diego Padres fan, and we also know his affinity for chocolate chip cookies. If you guys watched my recent Jack's Ruthless Aggression Rey Mysterio unboxing from the last week or so, check that out if you missed it. Elite logo right there. A little in-ring shot of Rey with the Elite logo, of course. And you got the back of the package. You got the cross sell down below, the rest of Elite 88 down below. We'll get to all those figures this week, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the old notification bell, all that kind of fun stuff, as we'll review all those. And at the end of the week, we'll have the rankings of the set, so be ready for that as well. Same glamour shot of Rey up top, the Elite logo up top. You got Rey Mysterio, and then you got a little blurb, and you guys know I love a blurb, so we better read what it says about old Rey Mysterio. From San Diego, California, 175 pounds. 5'6", career highlights, WWE Champion, World Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and Tag Team Champion with his son. That's got to rank up there pretty high, you would think, at this point. Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic defended their family honor at Payback by defeating Seth Rollins and his disciple Murphy. That's for sure. And I believe Elite 89, we will see Dominic's first Mattel Elite figure. And then next year, we're going to get the throwback Mattel Build-A-Figure. I believe the SummerSlam wave next year will have a small child Dominic figure, so that should be an interesting one for sure. But yeah, this Rey Mysterio is out now, and then Dominic will be in the next set to complete the tag team, I guess you would say. So there it is. A lot of good sets. I think Elite 88 is a sleeper set, so we'll see how it goes once we get through all the figures in the set. Pull this bad boy out. There's that old blue background. I do like that a whole lot, as you guys know. I've said it for the last year on the channel. See you later up high. Boom, get over there. Time for a little plastic prison. There's old Rey looking only like he can look in the plastic prison. He's got those Rey kind of catcher's mitt hands going on here. That's kind of a patented Mattel Elite Rey now with those hands. So you can't use them all the time. I haven't went to the use one on one hand and like a fist on the other. I might have to mix it up for this one. As I like to do little different hand gestures for my figures to like really make the changes a lot more. That's what I do at least. Get that out. Oh, we're buckled in just one little spot. How weird. I never could figure these elites out. They just put them in the weirdest spots sometimes. If I can get this to sit still. There it is. He's free. He's free, and he is a wiggly, floppy mess here. Look at this. Unbelievable. We absolutely detest this. Are you kidding me? See you later up high. Get out of here. Oh, we got a little one. See you later. Man, this is horrible. This is like a frog. Oh, man. This is just really bums me out. There's nothing worse when you unbox one of these figures and they're so loose like that. Just like a frog. That's what that reminds me of. So that is terrible. I hope you guys that get this, hopefully that's just on mine. That's better not be on all of them, or we got some serious quality control issues. Speaking of quality control issues, we also got a missing piece right on his nose of his face, missing a little bit of a blue color there. So that is very disappointing too. So 2 negatives right off the bat. He does have a little bit of scuffs right above his the Mexican tattoo on his chest. I've got a scuff right there as well. Man, this is hard times. Hard times on this Rey figure, but we got to say some good stuff here. This is his Stratos-inspired gear, I believe is what they call it. If you guys remember back to the Origins line, he did the Stratos mashup with the He-Man figure out there. I'll grab that one for some of the glamour shots. We can kind of show that one off there, but I believe this is that Stratos gear, which is a cool nod to those He-Man fans. Those psycho He-Man fans out there might need to pick this up because of the Stratos gear. But I do love the blue and the red. It does pop together. It does go very well. It is very toyetic, as Rey usually is. I love the mohawk in the mask. I think that's a new modern-day Rey thing that's really taken off, and I really do like that. It's familiar Rey, but it does have some changes there, so I do like that a lot as well. Rey, a small figure as always. A lot of good tattoo work on Rey, even down to the Mysterio logo. Question mark in the M on the tassels here, like a young Ultimate Warrior with the tassels. I'm just got to try to fix that loose ab joint. I have some of that stuff you spray in there that supposedly tightens the joints to mixed work. Sometimes it works, but sometimes you really got to work at it. I don't know if this one can be saved, but luckily I'm not a player. This would really infuriate me if I was a kid and I was playing with my toys. Stuff like that drove you absolutely mad when you're a kid. But for somebody like me, an adult collector, kind of, am I adult, I guess, technically, that I just display here, it's okay. But I feel bad for little Jimmy out there trying to play with his toys, trying to set up his fig fed, and Rey's loose as a goose all over the place. That's disappointing. So I do understand that. But I do like he comes with 2 fists and 2 open hands. So we got a little choose your adventure there. I might go 1 fist, 1 open hand. Give it a little point of difference. You got the Booyaka 619 pullover shirt. These have been made for an absolute eternity from basically Elite Lineup number 1. They've done these with just different printings on them. It might be time to retire it. I'd love to see more cloth goods. I know there's an expense to cloth goods. This is probably easier the grand scheme of things. But I'd like a little bit more cloth goods on some of these things in the future. We'll see. I think everybody needs to step their game up. We see AEW really competing with Mattel on the figure front, at least in promotion and stuff like that. You know, what can Mattel do to rise their ship? Maybe they start doing that. We are seeing pinless, double-jointed elbows, stuff like that going on. We don't get any of that, unfortunately, with Rey. He does have the pins in here, but he does have the double-jointed legs or knees. The elbows are not double-jointed on him, so I figured I better call that one out. But the rest of the articulation is the same as we're accustomed to with all of our other elites over the years. Rey, of course, fits on a Ringside Collectibles stand. Use discount code Kyle, save 10% at Ringside Collectibles, as you guys are fully aware by now. But he does fit there. But let's grab another Rey to compare it to. Oh, that frog. It's just frog-like. Frog-like. Those frog legs flopping around. But we do have another Rey Mysterio, which is a bit of a repaint here. It basically is a repaint. But it's Rey, and I like this one a whole lot. This is that Top Picks one. Rey in his striper gear. He not only loves Tony Gwynn and the San Diego Padres and a good chocolate chip cookie, he also loves the heavy metal band Striper, Rey Mysterio. A little known fact about him. You guys might want to look that up. Somebody can fact check that if they want. But a very similar figure. If you had this Rey, you'd understand what this Rey is all about. Luckily, this Rey is not loose in the ab crunch. This one was. Boy, choosing between the two, both are extremely solid, but by the looks alone, I'm going to have to go with the Stratos gear. Just a really cool look on this one. I don't know, just the colors pop to me more, but yellow and black is a pretty powerful color combination if you ask me. but I'm going to have to go with the red and the blue on the Rey Mysterio. I think it just pops a lot more. Just some issues with paint quality control here, and definitely some joint quality control. So I'd be interested to know, once you get yours, open it up, is this a common thing with the loosey-goosiness, or is it just on mine? Somebody put it in the comments and let me know. So there it is. That's Rey Mysterio, Mattel Elite Series 88. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Elite Series 88 unboxing and review by Mattel, of course. And today on the channel, we've got Trish Stratus, her first Elite in quite some time. And I was lucky enough at Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, sent me this Trish Stratus. I think they must have mixed up, because this is actually the Chase version, and I ordered the original version. And I'm wanting the original version more if I had to choose between the two, but you guys know me, I have a complete Elite collection. I have every single one ever, and I got to keep that going. So I was going to get this eventually, so it makes it easier on the hunt for me out in the stores, because I like to find my chases out in the stores, as you guys know. It makes it a little easier for me, because I think I'll be able to find the regular edition a lot easier than the Chase. I mean, that just makes sense. So thank you, Ringside, for your mistake, but helping me out and supporting the channel. That's what I'm going to view it as. They said, you know, we want to help Kyle out. We should send him something, even though I paid for it, but you get where I'm going with that. But this is the most controversial figure we've had in the Elite lineup in some time. And I gotta say, I've seen a lot of prototype images over the years, many years, all the way back to Elite Series 1, the Jax days and stuff like this. This is one of the ones that has made me scratch my head the most in recent memory. Yes, we had a little bit of the Survivor Series fiasco of 2021 with Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart. Check out those reviews if you did miss those. Bret Hart, a little better than expected, but that Hulk Hogan was a heck of a lot better than expected. So I knew Trish was going to be in that mindset. It was going to be somewhere in the middle, I hoping it would be like Hulk Hogan. It would come around. And we'll see once we get this out of the package. But I'm not really feeling good about this one, guys. This could be the blunder figure of the year, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to get out of the package. We're going to do this review like we do all the reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to see where it goes from there. We'll also compare it to the basic version of this Trish Stratus that was released 2-3 years ago in the WrestleMania Basics series. We'll take a look at that. I believe that's the series it was in. But let's take a look at the packaging first. Let's start with their very light figure. Female figures always notoriously light. This is a very light packaging box. But there's Trish Stratus at the very bottom. You got the Elite logo. We got Trish looking only like she could look. Boy, was she a little Spitfire back then, we'll call it. We got Certified Authentic. Certified Authentic, this might be the case where they don't want to put the Certified Authentic emblem on the figure. That very well could be. We'll see how this review goes. I'm going to be nice, but I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be honest like I always am. I'm always honest. Got to call a spade a spade. True Effects right there. WWE Elite 88, of course. On the side, Trish looking only like she can look once again. And again. So there he is, two of them. And they got the Elite logo down below on both those sides. On the back, we got that same image of Trish. We got her name up there, Elite logo, Elite 88 at the very top. We got a little blurb to the side. We're definitely reading that blurb. You guys know I love a good blurb. And then we got the rest of her cohorts of Elite Series 88. We're unboxing them all on the channel this week. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss one of those. And then at the very end of the week, we rank them all. I put them all together and we rank them. So stay tuned for that. I don't know. Where will Trish be on the spectrum? We'll find out. All right, Trish Stratus from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Finisher, the Stratusfaction, of course. 5'5", career highlight, 7-time women's champion, WWE Hall of Famer. Before the 7-time women's champion was the Diva of the Decade, Trish Stratus delivered 100% Stratusfaction as a ringside manager in the Attitude Era. So there you go. And Trish Stratus, little known fact, she was supposed to be in Waterloo, Iowa for the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame induction ceremony this year. 3rd time's the charm. She will be there next year in the summer of 2022 in July. Be there. I'm making my plans. I hope to see you guys there. Trish will be there, of course, and I'll be there, so come say hi to me. But Trish, it was funny on her social media, I don't know if it was Twitter, Instagram, I remember seeing it, she really does like these figures a whole lot. She really put them over saying how great they were and stuff. So I don't know if that's Trish just saying, hey, my figures are great, or if she's a real avid action figure collector and she got in there deep and got the old monocle out like Mr. Peanut and went to town looking at this. Who knows? But Trish, it's Stratus approved. I don't know if it's going to be Kyle approved, though, so we'll see. But there it is. Let's unbox this one. Let's get down to it. You got to get down to it eventually. Blue background. I like that a whole lot. We'll go. Which way do we want to go? Which way? Anybody? Choose your own adventure. To the side. See you later. There it goes. All right, Trish. We're in for it now. There's the old plastic prison. She's got her arms outreached there. I do like the looks of that going on. Very cool. She's got the Trish Stratus hands. I think this is the first time we've seen these hands here with kind of the finger pointing going on like that. I believe that's the first time we've seen these hands. So there's some newness here. There's some new factor going on. So we like that a lot. Let's pump her out here. Get that robe through. We've got extra hands. Uh-oh, we got some issues. See you later. There it goes. So we got just 2 plain Jane hands. We don't got to get into these, but they're just 2 gripping hands here. Nothing special with those. Now, unfortunately, no fisted hands with this Trish Stratus. So that is a miss, if you ask me. One of these should have been fisted, but we did not get that. So there you go. She does have her pointing finger hands, and one is extremely bent, but you guys know, just a little pressure, you can kind of mold that back into place. Oh, I see some issues right off the bat. On her blonde hair, we got a lot of black scuffs all over the hair there. So that is truly unfortunate. Is this robe staining at all? No, it doesn't seem to be staining. Soft goods robe on Trish here. I like that a whole lot as well, as you guys can imagine. So that is nice, the soft goods here. And like I said, she does have new hands going on. So she's got a few things going for her here. Get her all straightened out. So this is her Canadian attire. Once again, this is the chase attire. The other attire is more black. More when I think of this era of Trish Stratus, I definitely think of that other one as opposed to this one. Does she fit on a ringside collectible stand? I'm sure she does. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%, like I said. So she does fit on there. But now we got to get down to everything everybody's talking about. The robe, of course. And the robe is nice, soft material, not plastic. Everybody wanted to know how this robe was. I don't even think anybody cared about her face at all. The robe took so much away from it. But a nice robe. Once again, first time in the line. I don't think we've ever seen this robe in the past. So we get some new stuff here. But all kidding aside, let's get down to it. Let's talk about her hat. Now, this hat here has got the red trim around it. Kind of her patented cowboy hat she wore for a while. The other one, you know, with the pink hat, the black hat. She had a lot of different ones. This is, of course, the Canadian Celebration hat. So she does have that going on. So there it is. Get down to that. And I think that's pretty much everything we got to talk about, right? Oh, yes. We have to talk about her face. How could I forget? We got to talk about the face on this one. And that is where the figure goes south. You take that head out, truly a butter face. I put my thumb on this figure. Everything is pretty awesome. The hands, the robe, the paint, the Canadian colors, even the hat on here. Everything looks great. But then once you take your thumb off and you look at the face, it just, I was hoping it would look better in person. It just doesn't. I don't know. She looks like a young Lama Sue. That's the impression I get. You guys remember Lama Sue? Probably if you watch my Star Wars videos. I'll put a nice picture up here of her. Yeah, maybe that's a little rough, but that's what it reminds me of. First impression, I look at this, I see, oh, it's Lama Sue. Lama Sue from the Clone Wars, Kamino's finest. That's kind of what I get there. It's just, I don't know. It either looks like that, or it looks like if Kyle dyed his hair blonde, and he shaved his beard off, and he put on his fanciest makeup. You know, my wife, you think I have a figure collection? You should see my wife's makeup collection. It is unbelievable. It boggles my mind. I could go on a big tangent, but I'm not. I'm not going to do it. But it's crazy. But it looks like she, you know, so I'm going to make Kyle pretty, and Kyle's going to go out and cosplay as Trish Stratus. That's being a little rough, but you got to call a spade a spade. We've seen so many good figures, so many good head sculpts and scans and stuff like that from Mattel over the years. I guess you can't bat 1,000. You're going to have some stumbles, and this is probably the biggest stumble we've seen in a long time with Mattel, at least in my opinion. It just doesn't work for me. This head sculpt just doesn't work. I don't know if somebody that wasn't a collector but knew who Trish Stratus was, if they could identify this as Trish Stratus. That's usually the gut check on a figure. It's like, okay, if this person knows Trish Stratus, they watched the Attitude Era but never watched again. If you said, hey, you remember Trish Stratus? They said, yeah. And then if you said, well, what figure is this? And they wouldn't be able to say it's Trish Stratus. So that's a miss there. So I don't know what happened. We go back to Trish's old head scan, and this is that WrestleMania figure I was telling you guys about, the basic from back in the day. I can't believe the basic is kind of better. You could really smoke and mirrors, and I guarantee there's some people out there that are going to do that. They're going to put this robe on this one. This hat won't quite work on this one. It looks a little big, but this one is truly the superior figure, and this is the old school technology to make the faces and the head sculpts and stuff like that. Now, this one looks awfully Topanga-esque. Of course, Topanga from Boy Meets World. We all know Topanga. This one looks better, and they used, I think, this exact same head in, was it a Target Hall of Fame, maybe, release? I think with a little darker hair, possibly. I can't remember off the top of my head, but Unfortunately, between the two, the head on this one wins. And I know a lot of people are saying, hey, well, what we got to do is you just boil and pop this off, pop it off of here, and bam, there you go. You've got a new head for Trish Stratus. You could do that. But, you know, for me, I'm just such a traditionalist, I guess. I don't like to mix and swap a lot of parts on my figures. I don't like to do it at all, actually. I always think of the day, hey, I'm going to want to sell this Trish Stratus, and all of a sudden, oh, wait, what head do I have on here? When you start moving that stuff around, I feel like it takes away from it. And I don't know if I'm just not creative enough. I don't know what the reason is, but I just don't feel that way. One thing I will note going forward on all elites, the heads pop off fairly easy on these, so that is a nice point for you guys that like to head swap and stuff like that, move stuff around. That's going to be a lot easier for customizers out there. So everybody in this whole series, the heads do pop off for transferability. You know, like that Rey Mysterio, do you really need to pop his head off? You can't really put another head on there because it really wouldn't make sense. But some of the other guys like Roman Reigns, you can maybe move some heads around, make some smoke and mirrors, make some changes. And once again, like this Trish, you could put her in some hot water or a hair dryer, pop this head off, put it on here if you wanted to. I don't recommend it. That's not what I want to do, but you might want to. And if you want to do that, hey, you very well could. And that could be an answer to your problems with this Trish. But I gotta say, this Trish just underwhelming. I was hoping for the best. It just really didn't hit where I wanted to be hit with this Trish Stratus figure. I hope we get a do-over sometime soon. I think Trish is iconic enough that we need a do-over. We need to give us another Trish out there with a good head sculpt, head scan, true effects, whatever way they want to do it. So hopefully that does come maybe in 2022. We can only hope. So there it is, Trish Stratus. You guys give me your thoughts in the comments below. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 88 unboxing and review. And today we've got a special one. Don't call him Matt, you can call him Bro, but we've got Riddle. Yes, Matt Riddle, he'll always be Matt Riddle to me. The original Bro returns to the Elite lineup, and I'm very excited because, as you guys probably know, and if you don't know, you're going to find out now, Matt Riddle is probably my favorite wrestler in the WWE at this point. Aleister Black has packed his bags up and left, so Matt Riddle swooping into that spot. Loved Matt Riddle from the word go. Before he was a professional wrestler, I followed his MMA career. You guys know my MMA story out there. Possibly, maybe you don't, but big MMA fan back in the day, especially when Riddle was coming up and stuff like that. So I followed him for a long time. Cool to see the heights he's got to. There was a little stumble and start in his WWE career, but he's off to the races now. Part of RK Bro with Randy Orton. I can't wait to get the figures from him. Very toyetic, very cool. One of my favorite wrestlers, like I said. So you know I'm going to be all in on this one. I'm very excited to open this one and check it out. So we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. And we'll compare it to past Matt Riddles that we've had in the Elite lineup and the basic lineup. So let's take a look at the packaging first, like we always do. There's old Matt Riddle. You got WWE up top. You got Elite 88 over there. You got the True Effects, of course, right there. Very cool to see that. You got Matt Riddle looking only like Matt Riddle can look, of course. You got the Certified Authentic Seal, Certified Authentic Bro material right here. And then he's all broed out in the package as well. He's got his, bro hands going on. He's got a hat. That'll be interesting. Sometimes these hats work. Sometimes they don't work at all. So it'll be interesting where this one sits. We got extra hands. We got a shirt. And then I missed it on first glance here, but kind of behind his head, he does come with the flip-flops, so I think that's really cool. I didn't think we were getting flip-flops with this one. We are, though. And this is NXT Riddle, so this isn't quite WWE time frame Riddle, but it's NXT version of Riddle, which I'm fine with. Not a ton of difference between the two. There he is, looking only like he can look on the side. Some people just love that face. Some people just want to punch that guy in the face. That's kind of how that looks to me. I'm not going to punch him in the face. He seems like a good old bro. So there you go. We could bro down together. There he is, talking on the mic. And now that I'm holding this, I might even think about doing an Ultimate Warrior-esque. There's very few Elites I buy loose and on card. Riddle's so early in his career, I just got one Elite to track down. I'd have to track down that older Elite. I'm sure I can't get that for $20 anymore, but I'd have to track down that first Elite. I feel like I should get that mint on card, and then I should get this mint on card. This one, unfortunately, I did get from Ringside Collectibles. I do have a little rip in here, so it did not come straight up mint to me. But at least I got it. I am opening it, so I guess if somehow Ringside sent this to me, at least I'm opening it, and it saved a minty one, hopefully to one of you guys out there that are looking for a minty Riddle. That's how I'm going to justify it in my mind. But use discount code Kyle, save 10% if you want at Ringside Collectibles. But let's get down to it. Oh, first I better probably read the back of the package. Oh, we don't want to skip too far ahead here. Matt Riddle from Las Vegas, Nevada, 216 pounds, 6'2", career highlights, United States champion, NXT Tag Team Champion, 2020 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winner with Pete Dunne, if I remember correctly. Not a huge Pete Dunne fan, actually. I'm not. So I was a little, I don't like that team, but hey, they won, so good for them. The original Bro teamed with Pete Dunne. Well, there you go. Kyle's memory is pretty good. For the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Won the tournament and then the NXT Tag Team Championship. Bro. Yes, Bro. So there it is. Very, very cool. But yeah, the back of the packaging, he's got the rest of his crew down below. And of course, we'll unbox all those on the channel this week. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Yeah, so there he is. Riddle looking only like Riddle can look. Let's get down to it. Can't wait to unbox this guy. I think I need to do it. I think I need to track it down. See you later. I need to track down that other one and mint on card. Oh, we got a little bit of a smudge going on here. We'll see, though. We are locked in a couple spots, so I'll have to break him free from that. But there he is in the plastic prison. All right, let's pop this hat out. Do get an extra set of hands. No fisted hands with Riddle. That is a miss. I'd have to go back. I wonder if he had an extra set of fisted hands with that first figure he had. I'll have to look into that a little bit. Now, let me cut his leg out here. Locked in. Locked in tight. Riddle's coming out. There he goes. See you later. Get out of here. Straighten him up a little bit. Oh, baby. Here we go. Get this. See you later. Oh, there it goes. Swinging by. Two hands we get here. Two open gripping hands here. Nothing too special going on, but we do get those, of course. Now we get the flip-flops once again. I love that we get the flip-flops. And these actually seem to be different flip-flops than the other Riddle. So we'll have to compare that as well. But these are black. But they look like a different mold, so we'll see. But we get flip-flops with Riddle. One of his patented things out there is flip-flops. I guess going forward, we assume we'll get flip-flops with every Riddle figure. We got two of them so far. I got to think they're going to come as long as he keeps wearing them. We did get the Stallion Battalion t-shirt. I actually have this t-shirt. I've worn it on reviews before. I don't wear a lot of WWE t-shirts, but I do have this. I had an Aleister Black shirt, of course. But I like the Stallion Battalion. This will definitely be on him on my display. So I like that a lot. And then we get the same hat. So we don't get a ton of hats. Very Stone Cold Steve Austin-esque hat here. I'm sure it's the same mold, just different. The blues, close but not quite matching. So that could make some people mad since they don't quite match. It's close, but not a match. And then we get down to the old original Bro. Quite the torso on him. He is ripped. He is shredded. I could see a lot of people using this for a Von Erich custom, of course. You could do some molding and stuff like that. One thing we got to say, we've seen it before, and we're seeing it more and more, and I do approve of it. It's Kyle approved. Very certified, authentic WWE steel. We're going to get the Kyle approved seal. We'll get that up there one of those days. But no pinless joints on this one. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. I do like that a whole lot. I got a little bit of a scuff on the inside of the leg here and up on the chest as well. That is a little disappointing, or I should say the abs. That is disappointing, but does not take away from the figure for me. I do like this one a whole lot. So he's got his tights on here, original Bro. It's got Bro on the front. I'm not sure if that's a mess up or if that's the way it's supposed to be. Inside the crotch, he's got kind of like white lines in here. I'm not sure if that's the way it is supposed to be. I don't know. And then he's got the OB logo on the back, original Bro. I do love they gave him his mushroom tattoo. Very vibrant, very colorful on the inside. He's got his cool man hands, his broed out hands, I guess. His hook 'em horn hands, whatever you want to call them. He's got those, which is a trademark of Riddle. The legs are always a little thick in the thighs, and especially the calves, but I think it does work. It does work for him, but man, it makes him look like he is really chiseled out of granite here. And then you get his little band around his leg, of course, and then the bare feet, which is really cool because we don't get a lot of barefoot wrestlers in this day and age. We think back to the Kevin Von Erichs, the Superfly Jimmy Snukas out there. None of that going on anymore. So there's not very many wrestlers that wear that are barefoot. So it's kind of a lost art, and I'm surprised Riddle still does it, but his character just wouldn't be the same without it at this point, for where I see it. He's got tough feet from all those years of MMA, of course. But I do like that a lot. I'm sure these fit on his foot. Of course they do. These flip-flops fit like a glove. And the nice thing I like about these flip-flops are they do work as a display stand too. They help stand the figure up. So it's a little bit of bonus there. There is no peg hole on the flip-flops to put them in a display stand, but you don't need one with these. So that is really cool. I like that a lot. Just very cool here. So we got a lot of articulation with him as well. I don't know. Do we ever see this calf swivel very often? I don't think... I'm sure we've seen it before, but I can't pinpoint where we saw the calf swivel before. But you get the double jointed knees, then the calf swivel, then the ankles, then the thigh cut, then the hip cut. You get waist, you get articulation at the ab crunch, of course, the head, and the heads are removable going forward now, so we know that. You can pop that right off. Choose your own adventure. You can move it around with the other Riddles. It's a way to really flush out your collection. If you're one of those guys that likes to flush collections out, you can do that. You can put old Riddle head on new Riddle, and hey, you got a new figure, so that can be done. Removable hands, double jointed elbows, bicep swivel, shoulder swivel as well. A lot to like about this figure. Mobility-wise, playability-wise, it's all there for sure. Not sure how well this... Actually, gosh, I was going to say, not sure how well this hat's going to fit. Sometimes they look funny, like they're just sitting on the top. But this fits like a glove on Riddle. So you can go the traditional forward. You can go the traditional broed out back. I like it. I like it a lot. The shirt, of course, the soft good Mattel shirts are always great when they don't stain, of course, but absolutely love this battalion shirt. I love blue and red, really pops. Like I said, I have this exact shirt. I do love the looks of this. This will go good on him. I just wish it matched with the hat, but yeah, how much can you ask for, I guess? It would be nice, but it's close enough. I do think the orange really pops against the blue as well. Just a lot to like about this figure, a whole lot to like. And then we bring up the other original Bro figure. I just love how different these figures are. You get the shirt and hat Bro, and then you get like the Kerry Von Erich headband coat Bro. So two different versions. You get white flip-flops, you get black flip-flops. I guess you got the calf cut right here on this one, so we have seen that before with him. It could be his mold for now, at least. I just love it. I love the differences between these two. They're not just a quick rehash or just a couple of changes here and there. It is a totally different figure, and I actually like this new one a little bit more than this one, and I absolutely love this one. So kudos, Mattel. Highs of highs, lowest of lows sometimes. This is one of the highest of highs. Maybe that's my Matt Riddle fanboy coming out a little bit, but I love this figure a whole lot. We also got his first figure, as we see traditionally with Mattel, and putting that business hat on, it's a very smart move. First time in the line, if I was a business guy, it would always be a basic. It would convince people like Kyle or whoever out there to pick up a basic because, hey, we haven't had a figure of him yet. And then you come back a couple months later, you give him the Elite, and you get 2 sales instead of just possibly 1. Currently, Damian Priest is hitting the shelf pegs right now with a basic figure, but we know there's an Elite. It's already been announced, so myself, and I gotta assume a lot of other people out there, are passing on that Damian Priest basic because we know there's an Elite coming very soon. It's an Elite 89. It's coming really soon. So you gotta spread them out a little bit farther, get those 2 sales from the consumer. That's the best way to do it with the old business hat. But I did get a soft goods version of this shirt made, which is this exact same shirt. So I do have that on this original Matt Riddle. So I'll have to track down the loose one of this one as well. If I'm going to have a mint on card Matt Riddle set, luckily there's only 3 figures to track down. This one will be easy. It hasn't hit the shelf yet. I'll find it out on the shelf. These 2 might be a struggle for old Kyle. But, you know, I've found harder figures, I'm sure. But I think I might. I might look for mint on card versions of these Matt Riddle figures. So stay tuned to the channel if I ever complete that need. If I can ever get that done, we'll see what happens. But heck of a lot to like about this Matt Riddle. I absolutely love it. You guys tell me your thoughts in the comments. And there it is, Elite 88 Matt Riddle. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite 88 unboxing review. And today, like I said, we've got Roman Reigns, the old big dog, the old head of the table, the old tribal chief, doing some of his best work of his career right now, arguably the best work of his career right now, and we're going to see it, and we're going to talk about it in Elite 88. As you guys know, recently on the channel, let's say 1-2 weeks ago, depending when you're watching this, we did unbox Top Picks 2022 Roman Reigns. Well, looks to be identical figure to that. So if you saw that review, this might be a lot of the same, but we'll do a little comparison. We'll do a little smoke and mirrors to try to make them look a little different from each other and all that kind of fun stuff like we always do. But first, we're going to do this review like we always do. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll compare it to that Top Picks Roman Reigns, like I said, see the differences and see what's going on there. So without any further ado, let's get to the old head of the table. Let's get to the old tribal chief. Let's take a look at Roman Reigns. 2021 packaging, of course. You got Roman Reigns down below, Mattel Elite, Glamour Shot, True Effects. We got the figure. We got a soft good shirt. We got extra hands. We do got the title belt, which I do like that a whole lot. WWE logo up top. And then you got the Certified Authentic. It's Certified Authentic WWE Roman Reigns merchandise right here. Cream of the crop. There's Roman, a little Glamour Shot action, Elite down below. And you got Roman Reigns, a little Glamour Shot from the ring, Elite down below. And then you got that same glamour shot of Roman Reigns. You got his name by him, Elite logo up top, Elite 88 at the very top. A little blurb, we'll read the blurb. And then we got the rest of his cohorts in Elite 88. We'll unbox those all on the channel this week, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification bell, as we're unboxing them all, as you guys know. One thing about this, though, if there's collectors out there that don't like the new Top Picks packaging, or you don't like this packaging, I guess you can go one way or the other with your Roman Reigns. You can say, well, I like the new packaging, I'll skip this one, I'll get it in the new packaging. That is if you're a mint on card collector, of course, but I guess that gives a little bit of option there, a little difference, depending where you sit on the fence. I got to think the average loose collector really doesn't care, but the mint on box collectors, they might have a preference out there, so that is one thing. But let's see what it says about old Roman on the back. From old Pensacola, Florida, 265 pounds, 6'3", career highlights, Universal Champion, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion. The big dog proved why he's the head of the table after recapturing the title he never lost, the Universal Championship at Payback. He sure did that, that is for sure. So let's get him out. We got that blue background we always got. There it is. See you later off to the side. Bam, see you later. There it goes. Plastic Prison, Roman Reigns, looking only like he can look. Well, he's buckled in a little bit. I'm going to have to cut him out. I'm going to have to cut him out here. Got the old handy-dandy knife. Maybe. There it is. He's out. All right, we're going to pop these hands out. I'm going to pop that shirt out, of course. Whoa, we're throwing stuff all over the place. There's that little twist tie. See you later. See you later. Oh, can I hit the screen? See you later. There it goes. All right, Roman, what do you got? He's got more twist ties on him. There it is, all over the place. We've got the title belt. All right, now where are we here? So we got the soft goods head of the table shirt. We've seen this in the past. I do appreciate the soft goods compared to the old school Polly Pocket plastic shirts. Those are terrible. They're too puffy. Soft goods the way to go all day long. So I do appreciate this. We did get this same shirt with the Top Picks. So that is no different between the Top Picks one and this Elite 88 one. We're talking hands again. Same thing. We got these hands with the Elite 88. Nothing different here, but we do got the gold fisted hand here, so the Superman punch is living strong right there. So we do have that, but we have two fists here. And then, of course, we get the WWE title here, but this, I don't know, this SmackDown title is not as pretty. They seem to have cheaped out on the titles a little bit. Just the quality isn't there of past titles. That just seems to be me on first impression. But at the same time, I do like getting a title whenever I can. And this is the point of difference in the 2022 Top Picks and Elite 88. As Elite 88 comes with the Universal title, but doesn't come with, the other one doesn't come with any title. So if you're a title belt collector, there's a little point of difference. This would make this technically a better value because you at least get a title where you didn't get it in the past. So I guess my recommendation right here, just with that logic, you probably want to get this Elite 88 if you're an opener out there, just because of the extra value with the title. That makes all the sense in the world to me. So we've seen those titles before. It kind of is what it is. And then Roman, it's the exact same Roman we had before, and I'll grab that Top Pick Roman right now. Here's how I have it displayed with two open hands. That means I'm probably going to go two fisted hands on this one. That's probably the best way to go with this Roman Reigns. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I'm sure he does. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Fits like a glove. There it is. So this Roman, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put two fisted hands on him, make it a point of difference. He will have the title belt on him. He will not wear this shirt. I'll have him without his shirt. And I might look around my collection, but he wore the lays for a little bit, would have that kind of going on. Maybe I can find something like that to give it a little draw and a little different attention. Because if you take the shirt off, you put the title belt on him, you put a lays on here, you put a different hands on him, it does feel a little bit like it's a different figure, even though it is the exact same figure. That's how my mind works. That's the way I'm going to try to do it. But I think if I had to do it all over again, in all honesty, I got really jumping the gun. I got excited about those Top Picks, so I ordered it. And I forgot totally that this same exact figure was an Elite 88. Luckily, I did remember Bill Goldberg. That was a straight re-release. I didn't need that one. But yeah, it is what it is. Jeff Hardy, at least, was a new figure in the Top Picks line. And I do like that a lot in the Top Picks line. Keep giving us at least one new figure in that Top Picks line, and the rest can be re-releases. I'm fine with that for sure. But this Roman, like I said, I would have passed on it if I had to do it all over again. But it's okay, and I understand why you need this Roman in both sets. Elite 88 will be on the store shelves probably before the Top Picks. Maybe not. I guess stranger things have happened in this distribution world we live in right now. But Top Picks only come out 2 or 3 times a year, where Elite sets are on about a 6-8 week every other basis, something like that. So the top pick kind of fills the gaps in between the Elite 88. So Roman will be on the shelf for a little bit for everybody to have him for the holidays and that kind of thing. You need your top stars, you need your champions out there. That's the process of the top picks. That's the process of a lot of it. But that's the reasoning for this, and I understand what Mattel's doing, because we all got to take that step back and say, hey, it is a business at the end of the day. Got to put our old business hats on. That's the reason to do that, because Roman's going to move those units, especially at this point in his career, or what's going on with the holidays coming up. So it is a smart move. Even if some of the collectors don't like it and they feel like maybe there was a wasted space in here a little bit, but we all got to remember that business side of things. But there it is. Not a ton to talk about since we just did this review a week or two ago. So you guys probably got the gist if you watched that one. Hey, go back and watch that one. Maybe you missed it. You can kind of look at both of these and you get the comparison here. So there it is. But there it is, Elite 88 Roman Reigns. All right, it's time. It's time to rank the Elite 88 lineup, and I rank it from my least favorite to my favorite in the set, and I'm interested to hear your guys' rankings down in the comments below. So let's start it off. My least favorite figure of Elite 88. This may surprise you out there, but it's going to be Roman Reigns. Yes, unfortunately, Roman Reigns going to be my least favorite here, and the reason for that is we just got that top picks. I don't know if that top picks didn't exist, if I didn't have that already, he might have been a little higher, but not much higher. Very, very strong set, as you guys know, but that top pick really took some of the shine off this Elite 88, so I'm going to put him in the bottom hole just because we got basically the same figure already. But if Roman, we didn't get that one, and this was brand new Roman, I don't know if he would be in this spot because it would probably be old Trish Stratus, unfortunately. Yes, Lama Sue herself, Trish Stratus, going to come in at the number 5 spot here. Just that face takes away so much. You can't win them all. We know that. Nobody's perfect, and we really had some struggles with this Trish Stratus. I love the body mold. I love the hat. I love the robe. It's just you can't look away from the face. I mean, she truly is a butter face out there. We've all seen butter faces in our day. They're out there, and they're alive in figure form, unfortunately. So sadly for Trish, this is the Chase version. We'll get the regular version eventually. I don't know if we'll unbox it on the channel. I got a stack of Chases one of these days. If you guys want me to do a Chase unboxing, I guess let me know in the comments. I don't know if anybody wants to see those figures again, but I got like 10 Chases still to unbox, and maybe that Trish will get lumped into there. But Trish, she's coming in at number 5, unfortunately, for Trish. Now, this is the strong suit of the set. This is where all the money is in the set. Some amazing figures here, and this is a very, very difficult decision. Of course, there was one that shined above the rest, but a lot of great figures here. Who am I going to go with in the number 4 spot? I'm going with Rey Mysterio. Yes, Rey Mysterio. I love this figure a lot. I love little guys, of course. I love tattoos. I like bright colors. I love the Stratos He-Man inspired gear here. A lot to love about this Rey Mysterio, but we've gotten so many Reys over the time frame of the years. Not as special as some of the other ones, but I do like this one a whole lot. It'll look even better, I think, when that Dominic figure comes out in Elite 89. But just based on the competition here and based on my opinions of figures and wrestling in general, I'm putting him in at the number 4 spot, but still a must-have figure. Strongly recommend this Rey Mysterio, and I very well could be the Rey Mysterio figure of the year, actually. So there he is, number 4. Now we got to look who's coming in at number 3. Man, this is a tough one. But number 3 for me is going to be MVP. The return to the Elite line MVP. Another one I strongly recommend. Everybody should buy this MVP figure. It's that solid. I think this one's going to be a sleeper one. I think it's going to be a pretty popular one out there. And like I said, I hope we get a basic one in his managerial garb with his cane and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. But I love it. There's a lot to love around this MVP, as you guys saw in my review there. So there he is. He's coming in at number 3. Number 3 on my countdown. So now we're down to the top 2. Where's it going to go? Who's going to be number 1? Who's going to be number 2? This was pretty easy for me, but I could see some people having these flipped around very easily. And number 2, I'm going with Kushida. Kushida could be one of the most accessory-laden figures this year in the Mattel Elite line. Not the most popular by any stretch of the imagination, and not really one of my most popular figures, but you can't deny how good this figure looks, how much attention to detail was put into this figure. Just the extra hands alone with all the different soft goods, the plastic bubble jacket, the extra hands, like I said, the glasses, a great head sculpt. And like I said, this also could be his only Mattel Elite figure that ever gets made. And I think that's why the Mattel team said, we got to put a little extra love into this one. And he definitely belongs at number 2 for me. a strong figure, and in some different lists he could have very easily been #1, but #1 for me is, come on bro, you know where I'm going with this one. I'm going with Matt Riddle. You guys know I love Matt Riddle, so maybe I got a little bit of bias going on here, but just the attention to detail on this one, very similar to Kushida. We're getting brand new flip-flops that are different. They are black instead of white, but a different mold for flip-flops. Soft goods shirt. I love this shirt, probably my favorite Riddle shirt of all time. Like I said, I do personally own this one. I almost said a soft goods hat. Those are atrocious. Look back to the Jack's days of the soft good hats. But this hat is amazing. Fits amazing. I'm shocked by that. I love how the hat fits. Extra hands, bright orange and black colors. Riddle just chiseled out of granite for this figure. Just a whole lot to like about him. He is currently probably the most pushed guy. Well, Roman Reigns, obviously, but outside of Roman, pushed extremely hard in wrestling right now. So I do think this one's going to definitely jump off the pegs. I like this so much, it makes me want to get a mint on card version, as we talked about in that review out there. So I like that a lot. But as a whole, this set, one of the strongest Elite lineups in a long time. And it's a sleeper set. It's one of those on paper that doesn't feel like it's going to totally blow you away. But as a whole, this set really blows you away. We got 4 extremely strong figures here. Roman, if there was no top pick, he could also be included as a very strong part of this set. Trish is the outlier. Missed. Imagine if Trish's face would have been correct. It would have looked really good. Something we all would like. This would have been one of the strongest Elite sets of all time, in my opinion. That's how much I like Elite 88 out there. New technology with Elite 88 as well, as we talked about in some of the reviews. All these heads can pop off. A lot of us have been asking for that for a long time. Makes customizers out there, their jobs a heck of a lot easier. You don't have to boil and pop the heads. You can just pop them off and switch them. I gotta think we'll see that to continue into the future. So that's great for you customizers. Great for anybody out there. I like options. The pinless joints seem to really be taken over. We saw a lot more pinless joints in this one. Double jointed elbows. We saw the continued progression of those as well in the Elite lineup. So Elites are getting better and better. There's always going to be a fumble every once in a while. But as a whole, looking at Elite 88 as a set, fabulous set. Fabulous set. Strongly recommended. Gets Kyle's seal of approval, so I would definitely pick this up. But I'm interested to hear your thoughts. First, you got to tell me your order. I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of these figures, but you got to put your order from your favorite to your least favorite. Are you picking these up? Are you picking and choosing? Are you laying back on these? Can't strongly recommend these 4 enough, guys. I would pick these up. If you're on the fence, do it. I think you'll like what you see. But let me know your comments. Don't forget to like the video. You made it this far. Make sure you like it. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You guys know we're unboxing things all the time on the channel. I appreciate all the support out there. You know, all the likes, the retweets of my videos, stuff like that. Sharing the videos. That helps the channel's growth and all that fun stuff I'm sure every YouTuber says out there. But I do appreciate all the support, so make sure you do that. And follow me on social media, at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Get your very own Kyle Peterson t-shirt. Support the channel. So for all of Elite 88, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.